Okay, so it was another girl, a TikTok I watched yesterday. She said, I got an interview and I don't even want to go. I don't even want the interview. I don't even want the job. She said, I don't even want to be here. She said, I don't even want to live anymore. I just want money. And she said the fact that I was not born into money is so, pretty much, in my words, disrespectful and lame and ghetto. Pretty much she was just saying like it sucks. Like she wish she was born into money and she didn't have to work. Man, if I didn't feel that TikTok, I was like, girl, listen, I tell you, I be feeling like that every single day before I clock in. Like this is so ghetto. Working is so ghetto. We spend too much time working, okay? If you really think about it, even though it's technically, yeah, it's only 8 hours, depending. If you have a full-time job, full-time is usually the average 8 hours, right? Yeah, we have 24 hours out of the day, and you are spending 8 hours working. Now, some people may say, well, you got, what's that, 16 other hours of the day, right? Is my math wrong? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, yeah. Listen, math was not my strong subject in school. Anyway, oh my God, I probably sound so horrible. I sound so horrible. I'm so stuffed. Anyway, Jesus help me. So, what was I just saying? Oh, working is ghetto. Oh, 8 hours a day. So some people say, well, you got 16 more hours. Okay, let's really dissect that. How much hours and how much time are you really dedicating to work, right? For me, it's from the moment that I get up. Anything that involves me and dealing with work. That means getting up, preparing for work, getting to work, getting off of work, getting home. All those hours accumulate, not just the 8 hours that I'm at work clocked in. So a lot of us have morning jobs. You know, some of us have midday jobs. Some of us have, you know, nighttime jobs. But a lot of us have early morning jobs. Depending if you have children at that, you get up at like 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So your day's starting bright early, okay? Your day is starting 4 a.m., 5 a.m., right? Get the kids out to work, daycares, whatever y'all got to do, okay? And then let's say you clock in at work. Let's say you clock it in at work about a good 8 o'clock, right? So 8 hours, depending if you have a half an hour lunch or an hour lunch, you get off at 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock, right? So from 8 o'clock to 4:30, 5 o'clock, you've been at work. Now you got to get home. Let's say you stuck in traffic, or, you know, a little bit of traffic when you get off, because that's rush hour. So, you know, you got to get out of work and get on your way home. So that's about another that's about another hour and a half, depending, right? So you got that, right? So you got about an hour and a half to get. So you at home about a good 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So you done got up at, let's say you done got up between 4, 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. You ain't get home to about maybe good 6:30, 7. That's 12 hours. That's 12 hours that's involving anything with work. That's 12 hours right there. So you got, what, another 12 hours left? Okay, cool. You got to sleep, right? So, but wait a minute. You done got home. It's 7 o'clock. If you got children, or even yourself, you got to take your baths. Take your kids' baths and stuff. You gotta get dinner ready, you know, get them ready for school. So that's another, what, hour and a half, 2 hours. You know, you gotta get everybody together, get yourself together. And then by the time you sit down and go to sleep, it's about a good 9, 10 o'clock. You got to turn around and get right back up at 4 o'clock. You only got 6 hours of sleep. Like, am I right or no? Is it just me? Like, it's too many hours dedicated to just work. And then if you want to have a private life, or have a social life, or have a hobby or something else you want to do outside of work, you're trying to be an entrepreneur, and you have a side business or whatever, you have to fit those things into those 12 hours of work. In preparation, getting her, you got to fit all that stuff into your daily routine. It's ghetto. It's ghetto. It's ghetto. It's dumb. And then the crappy part of it all is if you got to spend all these hours and time for a job that don't even pay you enough. Let's just talk about that, okay? Like, these jobs, let me tell you something. A lot of people after the pandemic realized that their job wasn't, okay? They weren't getting paid enough. They was getting mistreated. And they was like, no, I'm not coming back to work and do nothing as far, I'm sorry, to work and get paid pennies. People realize that I'm not getting paid nothing. I want more. And I really feel like if a lot of these jobs increase their amount, and I'm talking about fast food, any job increase their pay rate, a lot of people will be willing to work. But if you, like, people have, it's just, okay, and I know I'm going off on a tangent and this is not what this is about, but let me just say this. The cost of living is outrageous. And even here in Texas, you know, and I'm sure there may be some other places, but, you know, they are now requiring people to make 3 times the rent. Man, where they do that at? In what world? 3 times the rent. Ma'am, I don't know about you, but I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. And last time I checked, a lot of these jobs are not paying as much as they should be paying for me to be making 3 times the rent. So I'm going to be out of a hole because I can't make that amount of money because these jobs are not hiring enough to make them enough. All across the board, all jobs. I don't care if you uniformed or not. I don't care if you working from McDonald's to Amazon to a dog walker. I don't care. Everybody needs to increase their prices. These jobs need to allow people to make more money to live. That's the whole point of working, to live and take care of yourself. I can't take care of myself off these little pennies. These jobs do not care about you and what you got to do to live. They just want you to clock in. And then they want to get attitude when you don't want to come to work. Well, you ain't paying me enough to care to clock in today. You will give me tomorrow, but not today. I'm taking my, like, how they want to get their attitudes at you when you want to call off, but you don't even want to give me no PT or no sick time or nothing. So I was just clocking in dead. Bereavement. Oh, so my granny doesn't consider bereavement? That's my granny. You can't tell me who important to be considered bereavement time to take off. Oh, if I call off today, you get it written up? Sir, ma'am, I need a moment. I need a mental health day. They need to implement mental health days into work because that is a serious thing. Let me just go because I said I won't get into this.